So we began our first tourism attraction, which is Museum Kota Kayang. Museum Kota Kayang is situated on the site of a former place, which adds to its historical importance. The museum was previously a residence for Perlis royalty, and the complex contains significant archaeological and historical artifacts. Before we step into the museum, our group mate Jessica gave an explanation more detail about this museum. There's three types of gallery in this museum. The first is archaeological gallery, and the second is cultural gallery, and the last is weapon gallery. After that, we're going to the outside of the museum that's surrounded by lush greenery and historical site. The researcher believed that this cave is an entrance to get into the Museum Kota Kayang once upon a time. After that, we're moving to Perlis Exotic Fruit Park. This park has an amazing collection of exotic fruit, such as the smell of durian, the sweet mangosteen, the juicy rambutan, grapes, and many more may be found in this park. The park is divided into sections specific to distinct fruit species, giving visitors a true understanding of how to cultivate and take care of them. Other than exotic fruit, one of our group mate Anis explaining that this park has an amazing view of lake and mountain. And next is Snake and Reptile Farm. After we step in, our group mate Muhammad give an explanation about the first gallery, which is the Snake Gallery. In this gallery, we can see at the left side of this gallery is non-venomous snake species, and the right side is venomous snake species. After that, we're going to reptile farm to see more reptile species. And the next attraction we're visiting is Harmonious Orchard. Other than varieties product of Harmonious fruit, this farm also offer a buggy ride to visit the Harmonious farm. One of our group mate, Putri, explaining that every year the breeding season of Harmonious lasts between 1.5 months in April and May. But with technology development by University Malaysia Perlis, Harmonious now be planted under a rain protective structure and give fruit all year around. After that, we're going to visit Wang Kian viewpoint. To reach the viewpoint, we need to take a minute of buggy ride. Once we reach the viewpoint, our group mate Shohada give an explanation about Wang Kian viewpoint, that we can see an amazing panoramic view using the scope that provided right there. And the next attraction is Timah Tasole. that located in the northernmost state of Perlis. And this lake also one of the most largest man-made lake at Malaysia. There's many interesting activity we can do at this lake. For example, right here our groupmate having a tour around the lake with a boat. And if you're an adventurous type of person, you can try single or double kayaking like me to enjoy magnificent sunset view at this lake. At night, we're visiting Kanga street art. This street art provides both resident and visitor a visual narrative experience by reflect the history, culture, and everyday life of Perlis. At the next morning, we continue our journey with visiting Paddy Museum. The Kedah Paddy Museum is a one-of-a-kind museum devoted to history and farming of rice, the country participle grain. When we stepped in the museum, we were directed to visit the painting hall first. This painting hall is located at the top floor of this museum. This painting hall is replicate the view of paddy field from the Mount Kriang. After that, we're moving to the exhibition room to show us about the culture, development, and the tools that used by the farmer to produce paddy. This museum also selling varieties of souvenir that we can buy as a memory visiting this museum. After that, we're moving to the next attraction, which is Zahir Mosque. One of our groupmate Amira explaining that this mosque is established since the year 1912, making it the oldest mosque in Malaysia. And our last destination is Alustar Tower. According to our groupmate Farah, this building has been done at the year 1997. The height of this building from bottom to the top is 165 meters. After we reach on top of this building, we can enjoy a beautiful scenery of Alustar town at night. The scope that provided by Alustar Tower can be used for free to enjoy the view more closer. Finally, I want to thanks to all of my group members that willing to give excellent cooperation, and I would like to thanks to my beloved lecturer Dr. Nurul Azia that gives many guidance to succeed this group assignment. It's a wrap!